What's up, Clay County? Today we're on the campus of Middleburg High School for the Clay County Coach of the Month, presented by our good friends, Chick-fil-A of Middleburg. Clay County, today I'm being joined by Middleburg volleyball coach and AP chemistry teacher, Meredith Forkum. Coach, congratulations on being selected as the September Coach of the Month.
Thank you.
All right, Coach. So when I look at all the amazing things that Middleburg High School volleyball are doing, clearly what you guys are doing on the volleyball court is amazing, but that's not it. You guys are doing things in the community, the student-athlete experience. Like, it's special. It's special. But let's go ahead and talk about all the great things you guys have accomplished so far on the court this year. All right, currently 24-5, #1 in the state. How have you guys had so much success?
I mean, it's the kids. These kids are they're amazing, and not just athletes, but people, students. I mean, we have multiple kids taking AP classes with 4.0 GPAs, over 4.0, but then they come in the gym and they just work. They work hard and they compete. They love to compete, and they love each other, and it's just working. It's kind of like magic this year.
That's crazy. I didn't hear you say a whole lot about volleyball. I heard you talk about kids and student and athletes. That's probably why it's special here.
Oh, yeah.
You know, talking about special. Last night you guys won a big time playoff win. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
But last week you guys won a district title. Do me a favor, kind of take us in that locker room and if you can, kind of paint that picture and describe that feeling that you and your team had.
So we knew Ridgeview is always a battle. We knew it was going to be hard, and the kids knew it going in. And we had a game plan, and we said, okay, if we do this and you guys execute, it's going to work. And that's what they did. They executed, and they're just so excited because those big wins, you know, the big rivalries, sometimes adrenaline gets the best of them or they get a little nervous, but they stayed the course. That's kind of been our thing this year. And they did what they needed to do, and they stay calm when it gets chaotic. And that's what's really great about this group. So,
yep, and you guys get that team gets to put their name up in the banners. Yep. You know what I mean? Forever. Yeah. I try to tell people that's history. It's forever. It doesn't go away. Yeah. So again, congratulations on that. That's absolutely amazing. All right, now what I haven't said. All right, this is only your first year, so I want to recap: 24-5, district championships, playoff win, Clay County. All right, and this is it. This is your first year as a head coach. How have you had so much success?
Well, I mean, Carrie Pruitt built Middleburg volleyball, you know, and I cannot take credit for that at all, you know. So we have just built on and continued with a lot of the traditions and a lot of the same things that Middleburg volleyball is and represents, you know. And the kids have bought in to some of the things we've tried this year. You know, we've asked them to trust us and do some different things. We even did tongue twisters before a match down in Lakeland or wherever we were, Lake Mary, to get them warmed up communicating, you know, so that we've done some different things with them, and they've trusted us, and they really have bought in, and they are genuinely love to celebrate each other. And that's just been part of the
awesome.
Success.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, Coach. Clearly, you guys are getting it done on the court. But as I stated earlier, that's not the only thing you guys are crushing it in. So let's do this. Let's go talk about all the great things that you guys are doing offside of the court. Come on. Clay County, we are back here on the campus of Middleburg High School with Meredith Forkum, September Clay County Coach of the Month. All right, Coach, we talked about all the amazing things you guys are doing out there on the court, but I said we're going to transition to more than just volleyball, right? More than just a volleyball player, because I know that's extremely important to you guys. And I know that basically establishing student athletes and giving them exposures and experience, just having that conversation with you is extremely important to you guys. Let's talk a little bit about the camps and the retreats that you guys took part in this summer.
Yep. So the first thing we did in June was we did a camp, and we had over 200 campers. So we had from 4-year-olds to 9th and 10th graders, and the kids volunteer and get anywhere from 30 to 40 hours of service that week. And they love it. They are exhausted, and we're exhausted by the end of it,
of course.
But they love it. And the campers come back from year to year, and they remember their coaches. They remember the players, and they want to get pictures with them. And then they come to the games, and they want to get pictures. And so it's just a really cool experience for the little guys and our big kids. So, yeah.
That's so cool, right? Giving back, right? I see on here you guys took part in the UF camp, and I also see you guys took part in the Gold Medal Square camp. Can you talk a little bit about those camps and how does that affect like the team bonding and your team chemistry?
So the UF camp, the kids, they exceeded my expectations. Mary Wise at Florida, she kind of creates chaos that weekend, and it's 3 days, and you go in and you check in, and they throw you on the court as soon as possible, and you start playing. And so the kids are kind of like, what is happening? We don't know this drill, but they come around and they watch, and right away they kind of seed you. It was a good experience for the kids. They were kind of tested mentally a little bit and physically. And just it was a great experience for them. They came out. We ended up winning the whole tournament. They do a little tournament style. So they were challenged physically and mentally the whole weekend. They're tired. They're playing, all day for a couple days. And going through hard things together just makes them better.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
yeah.
And and exposing them to college campuses, and maybe for them to play on that court where they maybe dream about playing them at. So, kudos to you guys.
Yeah.
All right, talking about experiences. One of the coolest experiences, at least I've been a part of, and it seems real simple. After each game, you guys circle up and you guys do a little cheer, a little one-for-all cheer.
Yeah.
Talk about that cheer and why is that important for you guys to do after every game?
So Senior McIntyre started that, I think, even before I played, which I graduated in 1998, a long time ago. And
Whisper.
Yeah. And it's just been a tradition that has continued all of these years later. And no matter what, if we win or lose, we do it. And it just helps to, it helps them to realize, hey, no matter what happens, we're in this together.
Yep.
And it's if I forget to do it, the kids, they're like, hey, we got to do this. So it's important to them. I think it's just a tradition that they know. It's just part of our legacy here.
Yeah,
So,
and it goes back to what I was stating. It's more than being a volleyball player at Lower High School.
Yep.
Complete student athlete. All right, Coach. Again, getting it done on the court. You get the experience and exposure you guys are providing your volleyball players here at Middlebury High School. Second to none. All right, but that's not it. You guys are also involved in giving back to the community through volunteering and stuff like that. So let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's go talk about that.
Okay.
Clay County, we are back here on the campus of Middlebury High School with Meredith Forkum, the September Clay County Coach of the Month. All right, Coach, so we talked about all the great things on the court, how you guys are enhancing the student-athlete experience, but let's talk about the great things you guys are doing outside in the community. So when I talk about that, I think about servant leadership, putting others before yourself. That's near and dear to my heart, and you guys are doing some amazing things. Can you talk about the events that you and the team volunteer in?
Yep. So at the beginning of the year, we went to the clothes closet.
Awesome.
So we kind of took that as part of our bonding trip, and we went in and just whatever they needed. They sorted through anything that they needed, and I think it just made the kids feel really good about giving back. We're about to do Feed the 5,000, which is a huge event for us. And then they also volunteer with Special Olympics. So just a couple of ways to get out and help others.
That's exactly right. Helping others, you know what I mean? And we're constantly asking them to do things for us, and when I say them, the community. So what are we doing for them, right?
All right. Tonight's trunk or treat, actually, too. So
I know.
The kids love that.
Let's go,
yeah,
right? Free candy. Let's be doing it.
Yeah.
So with that, Coach, what type of impact do you feel like that makes on student athletes?
I think it just makes them realize there's more out there than just their worlds, I think sometimes teenagers kind of forget. They get stuck in their own little world and what's happening just in their lives. So going to see others that, may not be as fortunate as them, I think it helps just to broaden their horizon a little bit.
Yeah. And another opportunity to provide them with exposure, as we talked about earlier, and enhance that student athlete experience, to develop the whole student athlete, not just the volleyball player. Coach, clearly you guys are getting it done, you know what I mean, in all facets of everything we talked about today. All right, let's do this. Let's go make you the official September Coach of the Month. Come on. Clay County, we are back here at Middlebury High School to make Coach Forkum the official September Coach of the Month. Before we do that, we certainly want to thank Mr. Casey Thompson, Athletic Director here at Middlebury High School, for all the great things that he does for the student athletes, on the court, off the court, the whole experience. Second to none. Casey, thanks a lot, man, for everything you do for us. All right, Coach Forkum, for being the September Coach of the Month, you get to receive this amazing 1/4-inch zip
Very nice.
pullover from BSN. thank you, BSN, for the apparel. You know, they're amazing partners for us. And then you also get this awesome frame certificate to hang on your wall to remember September Coach of the Month forever.
Perfect.
Coach, here you go.
All right.
All right, Coach. Again, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's an amazing job what you're doing here with the Middleborough High School volleyball program.
Thank you.
Atta girl.